Okay, welcome back. So Hot Chili came out with an announcement today. They drilled more and they've upgraded a bit of the resource, confirmed where the copper is, stuff like that. They dropped nonetheless. Who knows why? Who was selling? Probably some day traders. And if you do want to day trade this, I've noticed lately it's gone up from 4 to 5 cents and back down. So if you're buying at 4 cents and when it gets to like 4.7 selling out, you would have made money the last few months. So that's why I always buy around 4 cents if I'm going to top up in this stock, just so I don't see any red while I'm waiting for this stock to 5x. So I'll sure be buying when this goes 0.040, I'll be buying again. And because I've already got enough in the stock, I'll probably sell out and day trade with that small amount, but I will have that big amount in there, which I think trading is stupid, but in this opinion, if it goes south, I don't care because I can hold this knowing that in the future, they're probably going to get bought out with everything electric happening in the world. So what was the announcement today? What is Hot Chili about? So they're in Chile, they got this thing here. They got 3 million tons of copper. To make it worth it for a big player to buy them out, like BHP, Rio Tinto, they really need to get 5 million at the very least. And then 10 million, it's more of a no-brainer for someone like BHP or something to buy them out. And for how much will they get bought out for? Well, on average, if you look at historical buyouts, every million tons of copper that you have, you'll get bought out for $150 million per ton. So if they got 5 million, that's $750 million, which would mean that's at least a 6x from the current price. And if they get to 10 million tons, that's $1.5 billion, which is, say this markup was 100, that's a 15x, but because it's 1.2, I'm not going to do the maths. So it's between a 10x and a 15x, which, do you really care if you just made, yeah, it's green anyway. So it's going to be boring watching these guys because pretty much they're just drilling, finding the copper, and it'll just be a slow race. Drilling takes a while, and it's not exciting. They don't even have that much copper in the grade, like less than 0.5%, so you can't even barely see it there on the screen in these ones here. So in Chile, they got, you'll see some companies have like 10 meters of 5% copper, but in Chile you're going to have a lot of this 0.5% copper at, well, like 185 meters of it. So come down here, you see how big it is. So 1.2 kilometers deep, so you got lots of this low sort of grade copper, but it's going to make you money. And what else can I say? So they got this here. Obviously they're drilling out this first because that's the main hope of getting more investor money, because they're going to have more money. They're going to need more money to drill more. That's what I'm saying. But they also got these 3 cuerpos here. Cuerpo means body in Spanish, if you didn't know. So they got this here. And also they got this here, and then up here, was not on the screen, they got another thing they're going to drill out later. I'm not sure when. And then down off the screen here, they got another thing here, which could mean they could have triple the amount of what they hit. They could hit a bigger porphyry. Who knows? So, yeah, if they get to 10 million, expect a 10x. It's not going to happen overnight. It's going to slowly get there, drill by drill. So every day, Christian Ise, the CEO, wakes up and says, "Oh, how do we go drilling?" They say, "Oh, yes, it looks good. 5% copper here, whatnot." So they're bound to have 10 million tons of copper here. They just got to drill and find it, which is sample the rock at the top, and they say, "Oh, this has got something past a million of molybdenum," however you say it, and that normally adjusts with copper because the lava pushed that moly out of the ground with the copper. So they've got to get the 10 million to find it, which they will do eventually, and you'll get your 5 to 10x. And that's pretty much my thoughts on this company. I'm not an expert by any means. So, yeah. And last thing, copper discoveries. So, this yellow thing is all the money they spent trying to find copper, but they weren't really able to find any. If you look by here, the actual copper discoveries. So, the supply is diminishing, and demand is increasing with electric vehicles. So that means the price of copper should also go up, which means Hot Chili's 5 million tons of copper, instead of being worth 40 billion, it's worth 80 billion or something like that, meaning they're going to make more money. So, comment below. Some things I probably said wrong. I know the last video I said the Texas Stock Exchange when I really should have said the Toronto Stock Exchange. Is that right? Toronto Stock Exchange? TSX. Meaning, I don't even know, but yeah, Toronto Stock Exchange. So if you look at Hot Chili compared to any copper miner, junior copper miner on the TSX, because they're not on the TSX or only on the ASX, they're actually quite low compared to for how much copper they got and how much their price is. You can also type in Veritas HCH, and it shows you, even though this is all from 2020, October 2020. So here's what I said before, they got this here, the drilling, but they also got this target here, which looks similar to here, meaning maybe they have more stuff here. So coming down here, remember these prices have changed, but that means how cheap they are. Enterprise value per ton of copper metal. So they found more copper. The price has also probably gone up since here, and yeah, so they're quite cheap. The only one is cheaper was Los Andes Copper, but I think this has changed now. So there also one you could look at. Yeah, I'm not sure what else I can say. Enterprise value, if you don't know how to work that out, it's the market cap plus take the cash. So if you got a market cap of $100 million, but you got $20 million in cash to buy out your business, you're really paying $80 million because you're getting the 20 grand, you're getting the 20 million in cash. So it's only really, you're paying 100 million, but you're getting 20 million back. So that means your enterprise value is 80 million. So that's what enterprise value is in a nutshell. So down here, enterprise value per ton. So that means how cheap you are. How big the bubble is means how much copper you got. Or actually no, how big the bubble is, I don't actually know. But anyway, they're cheaper than their peers, as it appears. And that's all I got to say. Worth a punt. And I'm a slunt. Junt. I don't know what I'm saying. And if you're watching this video this far, you're a loser, okay? You really need a life. Alright, see you later.